Welcome to the Midweek Memo. I'm Sam. I'm the production and online media coordinator here at Emmanuel. It's half term, Stuart and John are both away, so you've got me this week. As I'm sure you're aware, it's Halloween this Sunday, but All Hallows Eve holds another important place in church history. It was 504 years ago that Martin Luther nailed his 95 Theses to the church door in Wittenberg, an act that was often considered to be the start of the Protestant Reformation. The Reformation was spurred on by the trendy new technology of the day, the printing press. Up until that point, books had been written by hand, often by a monk, often who was more concerned with drinking beer than he was with writing books. The printing press changed everything. Combined with translations of the Bible into German and English, it became accessible for people to read for the first time. They didn't have to rely on someone who knew Latin to tell them what it said. Combined with pamphlets and books, theology became accessible to everyone. Martin Luther called the printing press God's highest and extremist act of grace, where the gospel is driven forward. Today, we have another new technology that's changed the way we share ideas, the internet and social media. Lockdown was a catalyst that helped churches embrace the internet. They had to. We couldn't meet in person. Meeting virtually was the only way we could maintain our church communities. As we move out of lockdown back to the way things used to be, we want to keep up the traction we built online. And I want to take a moment to talk to you about a few ways you can help us out with that. Firstly, by liking us on Facebook, following us on Instagram, and subscribing on YouTube. We're mainly active on those three platforms at the moment. We're sharing photos from events, original music from Emmanuel Worship, and other content like the Midweek Memo, as well as a stream of our 10 a.m. service every Sunday morning. The best way to make sure you don't miss out on anything is to follow all three. We're wanting to develop each one and to have its own original voice, so there's going to be certain things that are only shared on that platform. Once you've followed us, it's a huge help if you interact with us through comments, likes, and shares. All of these platforms run on an algorithm that rates content based on how many people interact with it. And it's really helpful if you can interact with it, so Facebook and Instagram and YouTube think it's important and put it in front of other people. And this is really, really great, especially if it's alpha or Christmas content. We want as many people as possible to see it. It's also worth remembering that social media is two-way communication. If there's stuff that you'd love to see us start doing, you can let us know in the comments below. Also, if there's something that we're already doing that you want to see more of, tell us. Leave a comment in this video. Why does any of this matter? Well, there's two reasons. Firstly, social media is the way people church shop now. They'll look at our photos, our online streams, and they'll decide if they want to come in person. Secondly, it's our way of connecting with you during the week. Currently, we have about 3 hours of services on a Sunday, and even when you factor in house groups and prayer at the centre, that still leaves over 160 hours where we haven't got contact with you. We want to share content with you during the week to remind you of what's coming up, to remind you of what's happened recently in the life of our church, to recap sermons, to remind you of all the amazing teams you can serve with on a Sunday. And most importantly, to remind you that God is with you every step of your day, whether that be on the train journey to work, dropping the kids off at school, or being sat in that boring meeting. It seems that social media has become the way that we can drive the gospel forward, like the printing press before it. Some notices for this week. Firstly, it's really important to remember that the clocks go back this Sunday. This is the good one. It's the one that lets you have an extra hour in bed if you want it. We've also got some great stuff coming up for seniors in the month of November. We're going to be starting seniors at Emmanuel. That's going to be on the first Tuesday of every month. It's running from 2 till 3 p.m. We've also got Autumn Rendezvous coming up. That's going to be on Monday, the 22nd of November. Rendezvous is a holiday for seniors at home, and it's running from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. in the Emmanuel Centre. Also, don't forget that we've got the Church Ceilidh coming up on the 20th of November. That's going to be here in the building. All the details on how to get tickets and sign up for these things are going to be in the link below, or if you're on Instagram, in the link tree in our bio. We hope you have a great week.